Hello friend, I am Achilles Kotial from Kotanala classes. Welcome to all. Today I will be discussing about a very simplified topic which are undergoing to known as autonomic nervous system. Autonomic nervous system. And autonomic nervous system, simply abbreviation is like ANS. But this ANS is also known as GVES. GVES. General Visceral Efferent System. Okay, this autonomic nervous system is GVS, and autonomic nervous system has been divided as three types. It's a very surprise. It's three types, and as we know that only two types of ANS, but some intelligent student or some good doctors would know that autonomic nervous system has divided into three types. The first is sympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system. Second one is the parasympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic nervous system. And third one is that enteric nervous system. Enteric nervous system. Of course, sympathetic nervous system, we are talking about fight and flight. We are talking about fight and flight. That's mean when any people fight and flight, that may work by sympathetic nervous system. So the major neurotransmitter of the sympathetic nervous system is adrenaline. Don't forget about this. This is a very, very important. The major neurotransmitter of sympathetic nervous system is adrenaline. So what about parasympathetic nervous system? Parasympathetic nervous system is the slogan of parasympathetic nervous system is rest and digest. Rest and digest. That's mean those nervous system which are helped to be in the resting condition and digestion condition. And of course, don't forget our friend, that is the enteric nervous system, that is regulate the gastrointestinal motility, the movement of gastrointestinal tract, which is very important. And of course, you should know that another name, because in many companion exam you should know about sympathetic nervous system is also known as what? This is thoracolumbar outflow. Thoracolumbar outflow. And interesting, what is the another name of parasympathetic nervous system? Parasympathetic nervous system also known as craniosacral pathways or outflow. Craniosacral outflow. Okay, and enteric nervous system also divided in two parts. The first part is mesenteric part. Yeah, mesenteric. We can say that this is mesenteric plexus. And first and second part is called as myenteric plexus or orbic plexus. Myenteric plexus. Okay, myenteric plexus. And of course, little bit introduction about sympathetic nervous system, little bit about parasympathetic nervous system, and let us talk about enteric nervous system. Important thing is that which cranial nerve associated with the parasympathetic nervous system, which spinal nerves associated with sympathetic nervous system, what is the innervation, what is the functions, what is the role of sympathetic and parasympathetic, what is the balancing system of both them. We are continuing the video regarding this, but let us introduction of parasympathetic nervous system, which type of cranial nerve associated with this, and why is this parasympathetic nervous system is also known as craniosacral. You have no name, undergo the name, this craniosacral. That's mean both part of nerve system, both part of the nerve system associated with this. The means first is cranial nerve associated over here, cranial nerves, and some of spinal nerves also associated with this. Which type of cranial nerves associated with this parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest system? So first cranial nerve number, third cranial nerve number 7, cranial nerve number 9, and of course cranial nerve number 10th. This is 4 cranial nerves which are associated with the parasympathetic nervous system. And spinal nerves associated with this, of course, thoracic T4 and lumbar L5 and also L7 is associated with the craniosacral pathway. Let us talk about diagrammatically which cranial nerves and how the innervation in the parasympathetic nervous system. So parasympathetic nervous system, diagrammatically we are talking about cranial nerves associated with parasympathetic nervous system and function of parasympathetic nervous system. So you know that cranial nerve number 3rd, this is oculomotor. So we are talking about the central nervous system. This is a midbrain, pons, medulla oblongata and spinal cord, and of course this is a cerebellum. Cranial nerve number 3rd is coming from midbrain. It's coming from midbrain, and midbrain, that is oculomotor nerves. This is cranial nerve number 3rd, or known as oculomotor. And of course, what is the name of this nucleus? That's very important. The name of this nucleus is, this is called Edinger. This is called Edinger vestival nucleus. Edinger vestival nucleus. Second, cranial nerves. This is nucleus. Okay, this is the nucleus for cranial nerve 3rd. And cranial nerve 7th, of course, this is the midbrain. This is the pons and medulla oblongata, and of course the spinal cord over here. So cranial nerve number 7 coming from, this is called pentomedullary sulcus. Of course this is pentomedullary sulcus, and cranial nerve number 7 coming from front of the pons. So the cranial nerve number 7, cranial nerve number 7, that is coming from superior salivatory nucleus. Okay, this is a nucleus for cranial nerve 7th. And cranial nerve 9th, of course every person should learn cranial nerve 9th coming from pentomedullary sulcus. This is the medulla, this is the pons, and this sulcus is pentomedullary sulcus. And cranial nerve number 9th, this cranial nerve number 9th is going to be inferior salivatory nucleus. Inferior salivatory nucleus. And the last associated nerves which are coming from lower part of the medulla, and this nucleus is called as dorsal nucleus. This is dorsal nucleus, and dorsal nucleus of vagus. Obviously the cranial nerve number 10th is vagus. This is the 10th cranial nerves known as vagus, and which are going through different ganglion. I am not going detail of different ganglion. I will just tell about different function done by this ganglion, and goes to the different ganglion, and exaggerated their functions. So these are the parasympathetic nervous system associated cranial nerves. You forget about many cranial nerves, but don't forget about these cranial nerves, which are especially introducing with this parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, next video we continue on this sympathetic nervous system. If you any doubt regard this, like again next video we are going to about spinal nerves, but this is a very large content. So next video we will discussing about the spinal nerves of what are the function of parasympathetic nervous system. But any doubt of this video, you can you can ask me as in a comment of description, and please like and share and subscribe. Thank you.